welcome to the third episode of the Ranting with the Boys podcast. My name is Wesley.
My name is Brody.
And I'm Shane.
And this is the third episode of the podcast, and it's already one of my longest series on YouTube. And real special thing going on here. This is our first live podcast where all three of us are in the same room.
Yeah, COVID's over almost, and we can finally
The
meet
brain
up.
cells are dropping by the moment.
Yeah. Yeah, we're on the same room, on the same mic. I feel dumb. But I decided that we should record this episode because it has been a good 4 or 5 months since the last episode, and we have so much more gosh dang content to do. First off, the big thing that happened is we went back to physical school for a good 1 months.
Two-ish.
2-ish, yeah. And we graduated, and now we are going into high school
in 11 days.
Almost 11 days from in
8 minutes, 11 days.
8 minutes, because it's 11:52 as we're recording this. All right, I just want to clear some things up. I'm not going to clear anything up. That was bad. This whole part is just going to be cut out. Alrighty, let's get into the first thing. Going back to online school. Brody, what was your thoughts?
Okay, well, when we first went in, it was definitely really nice seeing, obviously, this every single day. You know, sounds great, doesn't it? And then I'm much more of a physical person with, like, education.
Physical, you dumbass.
Better grades than you. I'm a much
You're
more
opposed
physical
to
learner.
the chair, man.
I'm a much more physical learner, so it was much nicer being in-person learning than online, talking to our teacher through a camera and everything like that. So that was nice. It was not nice seeing the people that we don't like because they were bad online, and as you can probably guess, they were even worse in person. That's where we'll probably go into more about those stories with those people. And yeah, my experience was good. It was fun, just a little bit interesting.
What about you, Shane? You almost stayed on virtual school, my man.
I
Yeah,
gotta go anyway.
He missed like 3 weeks.
Did I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You missed 2 whole weeks in a row.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
My grandpa died, and I missed less school than you did.
I know. I shouldn't be smiling at that, but I know. But yeah, going back to in-person school was a real pain in my ass. Seeing this motherfucker and this motherfucker. And then seeing the motherfuckers I don't like, and then seeing the motherfuckers I like. Hey! But yeah, you know.
God, man.
Alright.
Normal.
Alrighty, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna run through some highlights of online school, and I want all y'all's thoughts on it. Alright, first off.
No, wait. Let's start off with the German teacher. Let's start off with the Yo Mama joke. German teacher.
Okay, so if you guys watched all the way through the last episode of the podcast, you saw a clip where me and Shane, Joe Mahmoud, our German teacher.
By the way, the only
virtual
online
school.
class I missed in that whole time period was that one class, and I'm not happy about it.
It's funny, he misses the best things. It's
Yeah,
so weird.
I missed like 2
Yeah.
classes in total, and both those classes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when I'm in there, it's just boring talks. It's annoying.
Yeah,
Because
so
you're just a boring person, bruh. You always bring the mood down, bruh. There ain't nothing. The f*** you looking at?
Okay. Anyways, after this dumb motherfucker got done talking finally. Okay. Let's talk about the German teacher.
I
Teacher. Oh yeah.
Alright,
Let's talk about the German teacher. The Yo Mama joke we did on the German teacher. Whatever.
mm-hmm.
You two is the one that did. You want me to start? Like, goddamn.
Okay, so basically, no one deserves to graduate and move up to the next grade this year because of the amount of cheating and special things that went on during the online portion of our school.
Don't pull me into that. Okay?
I won't. But one of the best tools that helped us through online school was an app called Discord.
Yeah, us three were on Discord basically every single class. Just all day. Every single
This
class.
is our confession to our teachers. If you
If you see this, you knew because if our teachers were talking about it. They're like, that's interesting. You guys are almost
we
done.
eighth grade failures.
Y'all, yeah.
Hey, I'm out of here.
Okay, so basically, we went back into person with our German teacher, and we never really Joe Mama'd her again. That sounds really freaking weird to say. Okay, but one thing, I just want to say, she had the best Zoom setup. She had like the separate monitor, she had the full on
She literally had a mic, like a Yeti mic that came down, and then she had like a whole setup that would like carry her, and then she had like a giant monitor that would project around the room. She had a mic that hooked up to speakers around the room, and it would play speakers around the room, so she didn't have to talk louder. That was epic.
It's really, yeah, she had the best setup. Alrighty.
She's gone now. She got fired.
Really? She got fired?
What?
She got fired?
She got replaced
She got
by a Spanish teacher.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I think she's gonna like move into an online German teacher. She's gonna be like a human Duolingo or something.
Yeah.
Okay, but I want to say one of the ultimate highs of physical school was a man that I adore very, very much. And you guys probably think I'm gonna say someone, but I'm not. The man I am talking about is named David Attenborough.
Those were some good movies right there. We watched all of his movies with our main teacher, and we watched those during main lesson and everything like that.
I just want to say,
Those are
I
really fun.
slept through all of them.
Yeah,
Really good.
those are so interesting though. I thought they were.
It was the nicest thing because we had a marine biology class that we took.
Yep.
And basically, we would just watch David Attenborough films all the time, and it was so chill. Like you got to like set up like backpack pillows on desks and lay down while you watch, giant volcanoes 2,000 feet underground.
Talking about global warming and the
sleep.
world. He slept the whole time because
Also, one of the things that I think was really neat was like how I guess modern our teaching was, because our very last block was called Reimagining the Future, and I really liked that block because the world's pretty screwed, honestly, and these were just
sorry, I'm gonna get close. There's a bug on the screen.
These were just some really creative ways to make the world a better place, which is what we want in the end game. I
thought that this block was probably the best block, honestly. It was really fun, just being able to use our own imagination instead of, write this on this paper.
Which one?
Reimagining the future.
Okay.
And marine biology was cool too.
Marine biology is pretty neat.
After we talked about that, and then let's go into stories about, like,
Alrighty.
him.
Just fucking...
Snip that shit, boy.
Okay, we start.
Look at that.
Okay, so we talked about our favorite block. Now, let's talk about the stories with
them.
him.
Gee.
What?
What?
I'm sorry.
Are you on something right now, man? You need to filter one.
Okay, don't mind them. Him. Man, he was a menace online, bro. He wouldn't unmute, and the whole time he was hissing his microphone. It was terrible. And every time someone would walk by in the background, he'd go, "Shut up."
He built like the Michelin Man.
Okay, I have to cut that out. I don't want to give physical descriptions. I just want to talk about what they did.
Because no.
Okay.
So we have a lot of interesting stories with him. Shane, we'll each do a story. We'll each do one story that we remember. Shane, you go first.
Shit.
All right, I am going first. So this story kind of talks about all three of us, but I am just talking about my point of view. Maybe they can give theirs. Basically, one of the most interesting classes in like any school is woodshop or woodwork class. And basically, you just get to goof around and make stuff out of wood, which is pretty fun. I made a stop motion set. We made birdhouses. Oh, that was funny. We made birdhouses And
Kestrel boxes, yes.
We made Kestrel boxes, and I put a bit of artistic design on.
I drilled through his finger.
He drilled through.
I drilled through his finger, not all the way through, but
yeah, and got a bit of red on there. Maybe I'll try.
woodwork has the greatest of memories. We made the shield with me and Shane. BS.
Yeah.
Great memories.
That was great.
We'll get back to a story with that shield.
That's the story I'm leading into. So, basically, when COVID happened, it was in 7th grade, and basically half of the class would do handwork and knitting and stuff, and the other half of the class would do woodwork.
Yeah.
And then halfway through the year, they'd switch.
Mm-hmm.
And I was in the group with, absolutely none of these guys.
That was so bad.
So while they did, woodshop stuff, I was knitting and felting slippers, which was neat. But they decided to work on a project where, basically, Brody made a shield, and Shane said he helped to get a grade. I'm kidding.
No, okay. Shane actually did a lot. Shane helped a lot. It was I would say it was like a 50-50.
Yeah, 50-50. Yeah, and this is a pretty nice shield. Do you think we can grab it?
It's not in here. It's outside.
Oh, okay, great. But this is a really nice shield. It's all spiked. I'll throw up an image of it on screen right now, actually. And basically, this guy, one of the main focuses of his life is the Middle Ages.
Just crafts in general.
Yeah, the crafts, the Middle Ages, weaponry, ancient melee, the legendary sniper from Fortnite.
We'll get into a story about that one, too.
Alrighty, yeah. But, basically, after we went back into physical, we got to go, collect all our stuff. So I got 2 not even half, quarter-made slippers.
Mm-hmm.
And, they got to grab their shield and bring it out. And the way we ate lunch was, instead of eating inside and, having to eat through a mask all the time, we went outside so we could, take our mask off and
we were, in a circle.
Socialize. And it was in a circle. And that was, that's one of the highlights of virtual school, honestly.
A lot of stories happened there.
A lot of amazing things happened there. But, basically, they had to go grab their stuff, and then we would come out to lunch. So Brody and Shane come out
with my shield and following close behind.
You said his name. Okay, I can just replace it. You're fine.
He was following close behind as we were walking out, and this whole time I'm carrying the shield, which, by the way, this shield is made out of thick planks. It's heavy. It's probably I would say around 70, 80 pounds.
Jeez, yeah.
And
it's got a leather strap on it.
It's it has a little strap, and I was carrying it around, and I'm I just don't want to talk to him right now. I'm and this whole time, he's literally just I see 10 mistakes I can fix with that. I'm cool, dude. That's good for you. And he's if you aren't going to take it home, I'll take it. And I'm no, I'm gonna take it home. He's just let me know, dude. I'll hit me up. And I was just leave me alone. I was just so tired of it. And then we eventually make it outside, and he just won't stop pestering me about this shield, just over and over. I have it on the ground. And he's man, this sucks. Just going on about how it sucks. But he's can I take it? But it sucks. The most. And just it sucks, but I want to take it. Just the whole time, it was so annoying.
It's when you're trying to coax someone into giving someone hey, this is really nice, but I don't need it. I don't need it.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I think he was jealous of how freaking good it was, because it's a nice shield.
Yeah, it literally is blue, red, and then it has a bear in the middle, and then it has BS, and then it has spikes all around it, and it has a leather strap. I mean, it's a decent made shield. It's not bad.
Yeah.
For sure.
High quality, 100% wood.
Yeah,
wood.
It was actually local wood donated by foragers that just didn't want the wood. Which is that was a really neat thing about it. But that's basically that story. He took the shield home. Everyone went home mostly happy.
Okay, it continues the next day though. I take the shield home and I come back in the next day, and he was well, actually, wait. I'm not going to skip to there. There's a point after that when we're going home and I'm taking home the shield. So I pick up the shield and he's do you need help bringing that home? And I was what do you mean help bringing it home? He was it's a little heavy, isn't it? And I was you plan to drive 30 minutes back to my house to help me drive it in a car? And he was very adamant on this. He wanted to drive back to my house with this shield.
You just want to scope out where you live. My
No,
God.
I was like, bro, what is your obsession
He's
with
gonna
this
come
shield?
to your house later that night and just take your shield.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably. Bro, I was so confused about that. And then the next day, I come in just being like, man, I don't want to deal with him today. I just don't. And so I'm kind of like not ignoring him, but just trying to kind of avoid him. And he's like, here's a blueprint of a shield of all the improvements you could make on the shield.
What? I have no idea about this.
He gave me a blue piece of paper that said blueprint of how to fix Brody's shield.
This guy. Okay, that's another thing about this guy. He doesn't have like the internet or basically screens at his home, so all he does is read, and he has the most amount of wasted free time on his hands out of like anyone I freaking know.
He just goes to the bathroom and he'll read for a whole period.
He'll
Just
read
going
in
to the
middle
bathroom.
of class, bro.
He reads in the middle of class, everything. So anyways, he gives me this and I'm like, wow, thank you, man. It has 30 improvements to make.
What?
30.
What was one of them?
Well, okay, I was about to get that. One of them changed the colors. He was like, red and blue kind of sucks.
Red is like actually. Okay, I did a play in
And then-
first grade, and there was a king and queen, and basically some of the royal colors are red, gold, and purple. So this man's had like
lapis.
and
Lapis.
lapis and stuff like that. Yeah, this man's had red and blue on it.
I had red and exactly lapis, blue on there. He's trying to make it like royal, and then I had a gold in the middle. I had a gold bear in the middle. It was perfect.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh, the colors kind of suck. You should make it black and gray." Black,
A black and gray,
Gray.
just like a soul.
for real, dude. So bad. I was like, okay, whatever. He doesn't like that color. Whatever. I'll accept it. So I move on, and he's like, "You should make the strap bigger for people's hands." And I was like, "You just have fat ass hands."
It's a hand. You don't hold shields with your front. You have it like you don't have it like in your arm.
Well, this one doesn't go down to here; it goes to here.
Ah, neat.
So it fits my hand perfectly. Which, it's odd. I made a shield for me, and it fits my hand. That's so odd. He was like, "You should make the shield bigger so I can carry it."
Dude, making that handle was actually a pain in the ass.
It was.
You kept failing with the
So another just like personal, just like, oh, that fits me better. Like, you should fix your shield to fit me better thing. Like, and then this is the last one that I remember. It was the most notable in my opinion. He said the shield is too thick. He said the shield should weigh 10 pounds.
That was my anger kick of the desk.
That ain't no shield. That's a piece of paper. I would carry that thing and you'd hit it and it would just...
I know.
It's so bad.
Bad.
Just... this whole list was just decked out, by the way. It was actually 30. Those are just 3 of the most interesting ones.
Okay, but I swear to God, if he wants these improvements, okay, there's a thing that I want him to do, and that's I want him to make his own shield with those improvements and show it to us, and I will like it should.
If it's better than mine.
If he comes up to me with a shield that he makes that has more improvements than Bo's shield, we will put 2 and 2 together in like a full on test.
Yes, exactly. But, if I put my shield even on top of a 10-pound shield, it would just... The shield's heavy as fuck. Like, maybe it should have been a little less heavy. Maybe like 60 pounds, 50 pounds. Mine is like 80. So, I don't know about, 10, but 50 maybe, 50. But, dude, I was just mind-boggled about how entitled he was about that. Just like, oh, you should fix everything for my liking. So bad. So terrible. Well, Wesley started out that story, right? So, do you want me to think of a story now?
Shit.
You better think of a story when you come on. Okay.
Story?
So, I'm going to come back to the legendary sniper quote that Wesley made earlier. So, this also ties into what we said, where there was a lot of interesting stories outside in that circle that we talked about. So, me and all of our friends are sitting around in a circle, and today, for some reason, he's over here today. just randomly. This is like the first time ever. And he is just going on and on about his army uncle. And we're like, dude, why is this guy so special? He's like, he's got a private plane, or a private helicopter that has 2 miniguns on the side. And he was like, he might come up and pick me up today in it. And then
it doesn't have Wi-Fi.
It doesn't stop here. It doesn't stop here. He then talks about how his uncle has an arsenal of rocket launchers, LMGs, snipers, everything. The whole shaboodle. Everything. And he goes especially on about how his uncle was only second in the world, apparently, to the legendary sniper. And this is where it comes in. Because he says, my uncle was second only to the legendary sniper. And Wesley turns over to me and goes, the legendary sniper from Fortnite? And he looks dead in my eye. Not Wesley. He looks dead in my eyes, waiting for me to laugh. And I turn around to Wesley and I go, and then I look back at RJ, just dead faced.
Said his name again.
Wait, no, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
He did.
It's whatever.
Okay, whatever.
Look back at him, and he just looks back at him, just completely dead faced.
I look back at him, and it was the hardest moment of my life to not laugh. Because his face, every single time he would look at you, he would go.
For those of you listening to audio, he made a face.
He made a very awkward, almost light face.
Okay, but who the heck would the legendary sniper be? Like Chris Kyle or something?
Or maybe like fucking.
Did he just die though?
Yeah, I don't know. Whatever.
I don't know.
He's like second only to the legendary sniper. And along with this, the whole time he was asking one of our other friends, who's a girl, to edit his book that he made. That's like apparently the whole main reason why he was over there. And this whole time he's raving about this book that he made. And he's like, you got really good editing skills. You should edit my book. And we can tell that obviously she does not want to edit this damn book. But he just keeps on going and going and going and going. And it was just the most awkward experience in my whole life. But that lightened up the whole mood when Wesley was like, the legendary sniper from Fortnite. But yeah, that's basically where that story ends. I mean, we get up and we die laughing, and then he says, he doesn't say anything. I can't remember. He like growls at me when I walk past.
Okay, so I sort of I've known. Okay, bro, we've all known this kid around about the same. We've known this kid like the same length amount of time, but I had I kind of.
Well, technically it's Shane's turn, but you can go.
I'm just gonna say something real quick, and I'm also gonna help Shane with the story. So basically, he has this thing where he will growl at you. I don't know, I don't know why. If you piss him off or something, he'll just be like,
and then he'll say, "I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you."
And if you don't do anything, he just either shuts up or starts crying.
Yeah, and also like you'll be like, "What did I do, dude? What did I do wrong?" And then he'll just stare at you and just not say anything. He'll never like explain what you did wrong. He'll just keep on looking at you. It's really weird.
Okay, so for Shane's story. Okay, Shane has a kind of a difference between me and Brody. And it's that he does not care way more than us. Like, I think I care the most. Brody cares a bit less. Shane don't give no shit.
Yeah.
So, and that kind of leads itself to funny stories and explanation.
Him.
And I think Shane knows where I'm going with this, so let him take it from here.
You know, he was on online class, right? We're in German, online class, right? Our German teacher's teaching normally. And she pulls up a picture, starts sharing her screen on 9 different cats, right? All looking different. They're supposed to show, like, what you're feeling, your emotion.
And then you had to, like, say it in German. So, like, if you said tired, you have to say, like, what the hell is tired? I feel like I remember tired's like Verde.
T-Red.
T-Red.
So, okay,
so
we
were going down the list, right? And we come to number 7, cat, right?
Fat ass motherfucking cat.
This cat is fucking huge, bro. Nothing bigger than this fat ass cat, right? The first thing that I thought of, and I unmuted my mic, right? He's cat number 7.
Well, okay. That is what happened.
Yeah.
But right before that, Shane tells me to tell that in chat. So I go, RJ's number 7. And he goes, what'd you say? So then he repeats it louder, and everyone in the class hears it.
And it just shuts him up. Which
It literally,
nice.
he was like, no. He went, Shane, how dare you? He's like, what'd you say that? And then the German teacher literally just didn't even know.
She
He
had
had please
no
no
clue.
interruptions in class.
She had no clue what was happening, bro.
It was hilarious.
It's like out of like a Disney Channel or Nickelodeon sitcom or something.
Yeah,
He just
literally.
has absolutely no freaking idea what the hell's
Clueless.
going on.
Oh, he was mad for the rest of the class.
No, he hates you. He actually just
From the Joe Mama joke, that was where it went
yeah, it just kind of
downhill from there.
It just kind of spiraled down. But okay, this guy, I like Shane the least. Also, basically, 8th grade projects. I think a lot of schools do them. My dad said he did one. He couldn't remember what it was though. And basically, this kid, it's actually a really interesting 8th grade project. His project was on blacksmithing, and basically, the entire time he was talking about weapons, like he was basically teaching to us, which is actually like a really interesting approach to the project. But he was basically theoretically murdering Shane with all these weapons he was talking about.
So, like, for example, here's like one thing. So he would be like, you see, this blade is very sharp. And for Shane, as an example, if I were to swing it like this, it would cut Shane clean in half. It was always about Shane, never about anyone else.
Never about
always about Shane.
Yeah, it's pretty insane.
He used me for everything. He stared at me. It was just creepy.
Yeah.
And then he makes some comment about a chain sword, right, to one of our friends, saying that, oh, you should know this because you're that, right? And she was not okay with that. That made her mad.
It's pretty fricked up.
Yeah, it was really fricked up comment, and it was racist actually. At the same time,
Kind of, sort of, yeah, but you know,
I don't think it was meant to be
I mean,
racist.
I think he was just
the way he said it, in the way that our
Well,
friend got offended,
I mean, it's understandable, but like,
because he said,
I don't think he was meaning to be racist.
Yeah, I know.
It just came off that way.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was the project all in all was good, but there's some weird sidetracks with Shane and our friend.
okay. So that we all just shared a story, and I have a grand finale story, where basically, I don't know if he can hear that well. I think he misinterprets something.
I
So,
know this story.
Basically,
This story mainly has to do with kind of me.
kind of him. But
And then I had to egg it on, of course.
As always.
as always. But okay, 3, 2, 1. We are in class, and the seating arrangement in class is basically every other desk someone would sit. But like sometimes we could just move around. And
This was
sit
in
wherever.
handwork.
It was?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was in handwork.
So we could sit anywhere
we could just kind of sit anywhere we want. So we were in the west.
We were in the
Right.
top right of the room, and he was top right, very top right. We
We're like
were like one back, and then our other friend was here. Not the other friend we were talking about earlier, but there's the different friend that's a girl, and she was here. We were here, and it was all in like a little 3 line.
This man stinks.
This
man stinks.
Jesus.
This man smells like onions.
we
bro.
weren't even talking about that, but yes, he stinks terribly.
This man
But-
stinks. Because she kept complaining, like, oh my god, I can't.
Okay, so he's in front. Friend that's a girl in the middle. We're in the back. We're kind of huddled around this table, and she's turned around looking at us, talking to us, and he's kind of just sitting on top of his table, just like overlooking us.
Reading.
Weird.
He's not. I don't think he's doing handwork.
He had like his handwork wrapped around a book, and he was reading.
Can I just say one thing? This man was picking his boogers, bro. Took his fucking finger, stuck it right up his nose, and started eating this shit. I'm not even fucking kidding. Why are y'all laughing, bro? You know it's true, right?
Bro, you did the same thing with the stink, and we. Okay, cut it out there. Cut it out there. Well,
All right. Yeah.
this man fucking stink. No, cut.
Yeah.
This man fucking could cut. And then okay.
3, 2, 1. Bam.
So we're all talking, and this girl,
She's on the
by
short side.
chance, she's very short, very short. she by chance,
Gee, are you Quagmire?
by chance, she's going to the same high school that he is going to. So, I'm not talking about.
Wait, is she actually going to the same high school?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was saying, like, I never said anything about him at all. Like, there's no way he could have heard me. I literally said, yeah, and you might just want to ride this out and work at Taco Bell or something until the 4 years of high school and then go in later.
And then I made a joke about like how she wouldn't be able to work at Taco Bell because she's so sure that she wouldn't be able to use the drive-through.
Mm-hmm.
Like then out of the middle, he just turns around and goes, "What did you say, Brody?"
Yeah, he looks me dead in the eyes and I go, what did I say? And he goes,
No, he stalls for like a good 10 seconds. Like,
yeah,
he's still brain dead. And he can't even remember.
Yeah, and then he says, he's like, why are you talking about my memory loss? Remember that?
No, he said you have memory loss.
No. He said, why are you talking about my memory loss?
He thought we were shaming him in
Talk about his memory loss.
Yeah.
No, but then he insulted you saying, "Oh, you have such a short memory."
Exactly,
You can't remember
the
what
most-
I said.
Yeah, exactly. Like, oh, you can't remember what I said. Why are you making fun of my memory loss? So we're so confused. I'm like, I never said anything about memory loss. And he's like, what? Just looking me dead in the eyes. And I'm like, okay, bro, if you're not going to say anything, whatever. Dude. And then he just keeps on staring at me. And then eventually, Shane jumps in.
I go in and tell him, yo,
You good?
yo, bro, he wasn't talking bad about you. You don't have to talk like that. Shut up. Like, what?
He just tells him straight up, shut up.
Shut up.
I'm not talking to
I'm
you,
not
Shane.
talking to you. Shut up. You shut the fuck up.
And
That's
then,
exactly what I said. You
and
shut
then-
the fuck up.
right then and there, he goes, and then just starts crying.
Yeah.
Right on the spot.
Yeah.
Crying. So we all move away, give him space, and we all move away in the other corner. And then he talks to our teacher, goes down to the office. Then our teacher gets brought out into the hall, and then they start talking about quote unquote, I guess me, apparently.
And the entire time, okay, basically, I still kind of am a kind of bad boy. I've been.
I am a bad boy.
Okay, but I've been sent to the office at the school multiple times. My teacher that sent me to the office all those times is now the principal of the office, so she gets to talk to people. So the entire time, I'm just talking to Brody about stuff.
That's muted.
No, it isn't.
No, it's not.
It's muted when it's flashing.
Okay, yeah, you can see it's picking up already.
You can see it.
I know it was,
Yeah.
but it looked like okay.
Alrighty, but
Continue.
I'm telling Brody like, bro, you have freaking witnesses.
Yeah.
That we can all test. Like,
Mhm.
I looked around, like, as I said witness, I looked around, we all just
Mhm.
spontaneously agreed. It was like
Yeah,
the most amazing thing ever.
Yeah, so I had witnesses to prove what was going on. So, anyways, he is talking to our teacher and the principal, and then the principal is never to be seen. She just walks away, and he's done. And then our teacher comes back in with with him, and he goes back to his seat. And then our teacher taps my shoulder, and he goes, and then I literally just go, and he just shakes his head. He's like,
For audio viewers, the teacher like kind of gave him like a like what was that whole thing look, and then Brody hit him with like I don't know, basically.
and then he just nodded in agreement, like, yeah, I know nothing happened. Because by then, our teacher knew about his.
Yeah.
So then it just continues on from there, and never escalates.
Yeah,
It just
it was
somehow it just disappeared.
the thing is, I was still like super paranoid. So like I came in tomorrow because I thought like because this has happened to me before. I spit on a girl's chalk drawing, and I got sent to the office. But basically, I didn't get sent to the office, and like I got sent to the office, but like I didn't go into the office until like the next morning, like super early morning before school started, and like my parents came with me. It was pretty sucky. So I was thinking maybe if he didn't get sent to the office, then maybe he'd like get in early this morning. But the thing is, I'm pretty sure that he still would have had witnesses because me and him, I don't know if he was in at the time, but me and him did morning band
Yeah.
for a couple of classes. So I still would have been there to do the witness thing. So I came in, I was so gosh dang paranoid, but it just never happened.
Yeah.
So we're all good.
Nothing happened. And so I almost like, I guess that it all got cleared up or something.
Yeah, and I guess.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Got
Okay.
cleared up from there.
That was
Yeah, and it sounds like we're talking like about the negative qualities of the person, and we are, but there are some positive qualities about this person.
Like, he isn't just a shit person. That's for sure.
No one's a person. No one's a good person.
I've had actual good conversations with him and long
Same.
conversations with him.
Same. He is very good at being interesting.
Yeah.
He's different. He's, and also he's actually smart in crafting. He is smart in crafting, that's for sure. And if he sees this, please do not take this as a saying, oh, you suck, you suck. These were just some experience that we noticed. And on your end, they might have been different. And you might have heard me say that. Or you might have, whatever's going on at the end of the day. He's sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm
sorry.
We're all sorry.
And hopefully you're sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're because okay, basically another thing that's really insane about this guy is his hype. I remember when we were doing the play on Robin Hood. At the end, he was the most happy person on the planet. It was it was beautiful to watch.
Yeah.
And I feel like at the end of the day, he still like comes up and he still came up and talked to us like we were cool.
Yeah, like
He's
normal
good
people.
job, guys, on acting. He was like,
Yeah, GG.
So he isn't like just a bad person. These are just one. For example, we've known him for around like what 2 years?
Yeah.
2 years, and we just named off what 6 experiences.
Yeah.
I can name off 50 experiences where I wanted to eat Shane alive. Okay, no, cut that shit out.
Okay,
I can name 50 experiences with Shane where I wanted to punch the shit out of him, and I can do the same with Wesley.
Yeah.
But these experiences were just a little bit more sporadic for our memory.
And also, this is directly to him if he's seeing this. You're going into high school. You're going into a big high school. We're not going into a big high school. We're going to a small high school. It might not be a different experience for you. I don't know your past school experiences. But I feel like you're going to come out of this like a much better person. Whether you come out with like tougher skin, better skin. Not the better skin part.
You put on some lotion.
You're gonna come out with like better things because like I don't know. I feel it's gonna be a good experience. And at the end of the day,
We're all human.
we're all human. I'm going into a high school where there are people there that I have treated like absolute crap in the school that I went to, and hopefully they don't hate me, except there might be this one girl, I don't know, she might be a guy now, I don't know, that might just like actually just scream no and run away from me every time she sees me, because I used to be an ass. That's true. And then my dog
And
died.
look what happened. Look at where he is now.
I'm running a podcast.
Same thing can happen with you if you're watching this.
Yeah, bounce back from
Not
this.
saying that you're like whatever. I'm just saying, you can everyone can progress even if you were perfect. You weren't. You can progress.
Yeah.
There's always room for improvement.
Look at what we're doing with our lives. Sitting in our hot ass room, just talking to a camera.
And we've done about 50 takes.
Yeah.
No f***ing reason. We're just here. We're talking to like what 42 people if all subscribers watch. 41.
65 if I'll watch.
Oh, sheesh. Okay, 65 if all watch. I'm
Okay.
sorry, I got the number wrong by a lot.
Maybe even more, bro.
60. Maybe this video will blow up and we'll get thousands of views and we'll all be famous. Or he'll come to our house and murder us all. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Okay, but ending off those stories, we are now going to move into a new thing, which is graduation. We all graduated, and basically what I'm thinking of talking about is the amazing days leading up to before and after the graduation, and then basically the exit. But
You weren't there.
Graduation?
You were there at graduation. You weren't there the days after.
But he was there the last
I hope though.
He was
One
there-
day.
No, like I hope for 3 days.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I
You missed the one day at the park.
Yeah, he was there. He only missed one day. We had 2. But
Yeah.
we're taking a short intermission because I have to piss, and we all just got to get situated real quick. Alrighty, intermission is over. So, okay.
I need some shit.
Okay.
Okay, as usual, the days before the graduation were nice. They were just pretty, just like laid back days. We like cleaned out all our tubs because that's a neat thing. Because of COVID, we didn't get to put stuff in like our desks, so we had these little tubs on the side, Oh, and remember, I'm just gonna say T's box that Shane had to freaking
Oh,
clean.
We'll tell that.
We'll tell that story
We'll tell that.
in a sec.
But okay,
But
so
we were cleaning out. They were just the basic days. But basically, for this is an elementary.
there's actually a story in that I want to tell.
Okay,
Can
but
I
basically,
say that real quick after your thing?
yeah. Okay, basically, the school it's an elementary middle school, and elementary school has 2 days more than us. So we would graduate on Wednesday, and then everyone else would graduate on Friday. So there were 2 days where like we didn't have to show up, but
we did.
But we decided to, and those are the days that I want to talk about. But first off, we're going to talk about graduation day and the box first.
My
box
story.
first?
It's not about the box.
Not about the box?
Okay, so on those days that we were talking about that we're just packing up, we were taking stuff out of our classroom, moving it into the new one because our teachers move up grades every
Our
year.
old German classroom. We were moving stuff into there. Remember?
Yeah, we were
Yeah.
moving stuff into there, and this day we were moving chairs out for graduation day so that people could sit everywhere, and we were taking the chairs out, and I remember this person was trying to take out as many chairs as they could. As many as they could. So this was like 12 chairs, and these are like metal chairs, like heavy ass metal chairs. And they're doing 6 in each arm, walking down the stairs. And it's just me and him. I have 4. I have 2 in each hand. And he absolutely eats shit. On the stairs, he eats absolute shit. Literally, the stairs are like this. Just flip, 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 flip. And then all the chairs just go everywhere. Why do you look dead, homie?
I can't see myself.
So he flips down the stairs and all the chairs go everywhere. And I'm like, I'm obviously like, oh, shit, are you okay? And he's like, yeah, I'm fine. He picks up the 6 chairs and we go out and I hear him during the chairs and he's like, and so apparently he messed up his back pretty bad, but he just wasn't saying it because he wanted, whatever, not saying. And the next time we go, he does the same thing, except this time he messes up his arm. He's holding them and he's and his arm gets messed up. This happens one more time, same arm. He's holding it and he goes going down these same stairs. And he just keeps on going, 6 chairs on each hand, 6 chairs on each hand. Until we're finally done, and by the end of it, he's like half gone. He's 80 now. Might as well be 80. He's like... And so, by the end of it, I was just like, bro, you didn't need to go that hard. I didn't actually say that, but...
That's just like,
That's basically where the story ends, but I just wanted to point out, like, how...
Didn't you carry like more chairs? Didn't you like get some of his chairs afterwards?
Oh yeah, he fell down the stairs and I carried some of his chairs because he was like in pain, in suffering. I was like, I'm gonna get some of your chairs. But yeah, that's basically where that story ends.
Alright, basically, now we are talking about the box.
But yeah,
The box.
back to that. Before like the 2 days before the graduation school, there was this one kid named T. Let's just call him T for now.
Eagle.
And what?
Let's call him Eagle.
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 Okay, so Eagle, right? Let's call him Eagle. And I didn't notice this until I actually get a good look over at his desk, and I see what's in his box. The first thing I see is algae. And
In a water bottle.
in a water bottle. In a water bottle. So that was the first red flag. So I walk over there and open the bin, and it's just trash. No school supplies. What you're supposed to put into the bin, the school supplies.
There's a toothpaste. There's a toothpaste.
There were like 2 school supplies, toothpaste, like just wrappers from like Goldfish, Takis, all that.
String. He had
String?
he had a bathrobe string that you tie around your bathrobe.
Yeah, he had.
Just the most random.
Yeah, he had like he even had some mold in
Yeah.
like some of the stuff. Yeah, it was disgusting. So I decided to clean it all out since he didn't do it himself, and I gagged a lot. It was pretty disgusting. I had these 2 and other friends watching me as I.
No, okay, don't make it seem like we were just like. We were doing other shit. Okay, we were doing other shit.
We were all like just freaking out. Even the teacher was like, "What the is this?
Yeah,
It was disgusting.
pretty bad.
I had to clean it out. I even got some juices on my hand. I even had sticky stuff on my jacket. Sticky stuff on my hands, too.
Ugh.
It was just
God dang.
disgusting. It smelled so bad, bro. Like,
That's basically that story.
yeah,
That's
but, oh my
basically-
God. That was like...
He just got up to shut the door.
Yeah. He was so thankful that I cleaned his thing, dude. And he was like, I'm gonna clean my room because of you, man. And I was like, how dirty is your room? And he's like, oh, it's worse than my bin. He told me that. He literally told me that.
How's your room worse than me?
I don't know.
He has like freaking moldy taxidermy.
Yeah.
Okay, that's basically where that story ends. So, coming up to the days of graduation, it's basically just chilling. We're moving out the stuff. Okay, so now we're on graduation day. We had a singing setup. We had, well,
Basically, okay, first off, our music teacher for 8th grade was and still is
a legend.
a legend, an absolute legend. So our main teacher wanted us to come up with like a song to sing to like all the parents and friends that came to the graduation. So he went down to the music class and he was like, "Alright, what we doing?" So we gave some crap. Brody gave really good answers. He was like, "Let's do like Hey Jude or something," and then I was like, "Take on me." And one of the things we were talking about was never gonna give you up, which by the way just hit 1 billion views on YouTube.
Congratulations.
But we decided to go to sing Hey Jude, but
We merged it.
but it's a very short version of Hey Jude, and basically in the na
switches
part
in.
where when Hey Jude goes na 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 na, we're gonna go never gonna give you up.
And we switched in here, so we were like, nah, never gonna give you up. So we did that, and we switched in between those, doing different Hey Jude lyrics. That was the plan. So, wait for that to happen first.
Another
Before
thing that we
You can go the night
yeah.
before that.
Okay, another thing that the entire class, okay, basically, our singing is very much not the class's forte.
Except for one of our other friends.
I mean,
who's
we're all
very
in
good.
8th grade.
Yeah,
We're
our other
the
friends are
changes.
amazing.
Our voices are gonna sound like a bunch of squealing pigs.
Oh, baby, I know what I feel.
Going down here to the road.
Them doors. Okay.
Okay, anyways, so a good third of the class sang, and that's physical class. And no one from the virtual class knew what the hell was going on, but they were all coming to the graduation.
Mm-hmm.
So we had decided to do a dancey dance.
So, halfway through, we would go the.
We do the Rick roll, like fish shaking up and down thing.
Only us three did it.
Only us three did
Even
it.
though it was the plan to do it.
But so we get all ready.
That was so embarrassing too.
I
That
know.
was actually so.
But we stuck to it, though. We did it the whole time.
Yeah,
I know,
we stuck to it.
But so the big day comes around, we start singing. Literally, there is a good 20 people in our 17. I think it's 17 because there's like 8. Half the class is physical, half the class is virtual. So basically, the thing starts, and basically a third of the half are singing it, and I
It's just not strong at all.
it's not strong at all. Actually, absolutely no one can hear it, and I think the piano, the keyboard, like with the volume turned down, was louder.
Yep.
So then we switch into the thing, and then we start doing the dances.
Mm-hmm.
And I strictly remember this. I'm gonna say we live in. I've said this on my channel. We live in Flagstaff, Arizona, but this most Flagstaffian Sedonan hippie lady, wearing yellow, looks like a very free spirit, if that makes sense. She's sitting. We start doing that. She goes up and just starts just doing her absolute.
I remember
see that.
I remember that.
didn't even
I remember
see
that.
that.
They're trying to get everyone around her to dance.
I know.
But no one did.
If I saw that, I couldn't contain myself.
I would start dancing. I'd be like,
I wouldn't be able to contain myself.
Yeah, but this reminds me of another thing. There is I guess it's a less commonly known holiday nowadays, but it is called May Day. I think you guys know what I'm saying to this. But one of the main attractions of the May Day is the maypole, and it's basically this amazing pole that has a bunch of ribbons on it, and people are supposed to just spin around and do dances and make cool weaves in the ribbons of the thing. As
Let's
you
just say it didn't go well.
let's just say it didn't.
Because of two people.
Cool.
Two people.
And get this. We only had like 30
Dude,
minutes to
G,
practice.
he doesn't know forward from backwards. He would be walking towards me, and I'd go that way, go that way, go. And he would just walk straight into me, So, okay, let me just explain. The maple is, there's a bunch of ribbons coming off the top of the maple. And you spin, and if you do it correctly, which we had trained for, we only had like a day.
You make a weave.
You make a weave in the top. So, all of us in our friend group are doing it right. But there's these two people. One of them is the one we were talking about earlier, and then there's G, which is another person.
It's pretty much just our friend group in
Exactly.
real life.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So G, before the thing, I would say, "You're facing the wrong way. Face that way," and then he goes and walks straight into me, literally just, and I go back, and I have to push him around me, and then he goes around again, does the same thing. He did that the whole time. He would just never stop. Just never stop.
And see, the thing is, there are basically the dance we were doing. There were partners that would do like interlocking.
We were
stuff with
partners
each
on
other,
this one.
and me and
He
Brittany
got
were
partners with the person we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
But the funny thing was, there was a thing where one of the groups had to turn clockwise, the other had to go counterclockwise, and we weave in and out, and we like cross paths with each other. And I remember just the looks we gave each other. Just
Every single time we passed each other, we'd go.
Bro, this just
we were just so distant.
It tangled. It almost tipped over at one.
I
The
know.
whole friend group was just so disappointed in
It was so
everything
bad.
that was
It was so bad.
And everybody else that was there were like 3 people that weren't in the friend group. And those were like the 3 people that were messing up the most.
It was so bad.
It was pretty sucky. But
you know what was also sucky? The amount of time we were able to practice.
We had like an hour. We had an hour practicing this whole weave hour.
And
1 hour.
it took us 30 minutes just to get it right.
Yep, the first time.
Yeah.
I know. Okay, that's basically that story. So the days after graduation, we didn't have to.
We didn't talk about
Oh.
band.
Okay.
We performed. Me and Wesley were in band, so we performed, and the sun was the worst place
I know.
ever. I play saxophone, by the way. So I'm sitting in the back, and there's trees around here, and there's one hole, and this one hole right on half my face.
And I'm sitting in the front of the row.
Shane was just laughing his ass off. I'm just literally
because his whole face was getting sunburned. It was turning red.
I got half of a sunburn on my face. This half of my face was
I
sunburned.
couldn't stop laughing. I couldn't contain myself.
It was so bad, and I
It
was
was
playing the
so
whole time
hilarious.
with this burning on my.
Yeah.
So bad. Okay, that's basically where that story.
Bruh.
Yeah. Okay, so graduation was actually really awesome. The teacher gave us custom quotes. I'm pretty sure Shane. Do you know who you had in your quote?
I had.
You
I
had-
know. I had.
you had- Frick, what the hell is his name?
Martin Luther
No,
King Jr.
I thought it was. Wasn't it the other guy? It was Malcolm X.
No, I had Martin Luther King Jr.
Oh, someone had Malcolm X.
Mine was just
I had
level-headedness is the route to like success or something like
I
that.
think I had Malcolm X since I did my
You had Malcolm X.
thing on
Yeah.
Malcolm X. Yeah.
Oh yeah. And then I got the physicist that just basically said
Yeah.
you can be interested in tiny things. And also some of the things. Okay, our short friend came up and basically she is very I guess timid, but she's really awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So Mr. Eckert. So basically this is a really good quote by Mother Teresa, R.I.P. But basically the quote starts kind of bad. Basically, she walks up to Mr. Eckert, he hands her like the graduation slip and he goes, "You can't do great things." And we all just go, "Holy Christ, son." But the entire quote is you can't do great things.
He
With-
paused.
You can't do great things with big intent, but you can do many good things with small intent or something like
But
that.
why did he have to pause after saying you can't do great?
You can't do great things.
I know, I remember you joking about that.
And then
Yeah.
the person we were talking about earlier, his quote was about not reading,
It was a Tom Sawyer, I'm pretty sure.
and
It was people that don't read good books have nothing over people who can't read them.
Facts.
yeah.
And that I like that quote. That's a
That actually is a good quote.
Or it was something about quantity and quality too. It was like someone who reads. It was like the quality of books or the
Don't focus on the
Something.
quality of books. Focus on the quality they put on you.
yeah.
It's basically be a better
Something.
person, read less books.
Don't book judge book. Don't
Don't judge book.
don't judge book by cover.
We should probably close that window.
You know you're cool.
Ooh.
Just people out.
Oh really? Oh yeah.
Well, not. I mean, just. Okay, so these quotes were really cool. So after graduation day, that's basically all that happened.
Shane's
Yeah,
dad gave
fun
us all a handshake.
Yeah, Shane's dad is epic, by the way.
He's
Shout out, he's sick as. All that happened, and then the following days, our teacher, we didn't have to go, but he said if you wanted to, you could, and we went to
Bushmaster.
Park.
Yeah,
Yeah, we went to Bushmaster,
Yeah.
and we played frisbee, and it was just a good time.
It was literally pretty much just us.
Yeah, it was literally us.
And then afterwards we got like the pizza.
We got Fratelli's, and it was a half and half pizza, and that's where it ended.
Okay, so do you guys know when you're trying to say something and the wrong word comes out? This has happened before. I remember. No, I remember in kindergarten. This arachnologist came in to show us a bunch of spiders and stuff, and he was like, "Oh, there's a super venomous spider that lives in Arizona." And I said, I knew it was the black widow because I have some in my garage. But I raised my hand and he was like, "What is that?" And I just go, "Tarantula." And he's like, "No, it's a black widow." And I was like, "God damn it!" And this happened basically. I was talking about animals that used to be extinct, and I was talking
Used
about
to be extinct.
or that
are
that used to be living that now are extinct, and I was talking about the dodo bird. And I don't want to have to bleep out the word or else it's just going to sound stupid. So I'm going to say
I'll say it.
plastic pleasure. No, I don't. Well, I mean, if I say two words, plastic and pleasure, and that's what I said instead of
Plastic pleasure bird.
And it starts with a D.
yeah.
And ends with an O.
Yeah.
So basically, I said that instead of
And it's not dodo. It's not dodo.
It's not
it
dodo.
rhymes with dodo.
It rhymes with dodo, and basically, if everyone just started laughing, I was like, "Oh wait, gosh, dang it!"
We use it all together.
Yeah, and then our teacher.
Shit. Come on. This will be the last footage of Shane seen alive. I'm kidding.
So
Yeah, you can go.
our teacher takes this really coolly, and he starts laughing. And then after he says, "You're expanding in new fields of biology." That was great.
And then we left, and then I think we had a barbecue at my house. It was really nice, and now we are heading into high school. This is one of the most
Where more
productive.
stories will be held.
Where more stories be held, but it is 59 minutes and 23 seconds at the time of this recording. It's going to be longer. We've talked completely, almost successfully for the entire hour.
Let's go, guys.
I
High
hope-
five. High five. Yeah.
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 Okay. All right, that's gonna do it for the third episode. If you guys did enjoy, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe. This has been.
Hey, yo, whoa. Don't forget to hit that bell notification. You forgot that part, man. Don't forget to hit that bell notification. And if you like more content like this, say it in the comments. You like it, man.
And wait until next time.
Until next time, we'll see you guys in the next video.
Bye.